Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I do college football videos every single day. Hey, and sometimes people subscribe just to tell me how wrong I am all the time, and that's okay too. Things have gone terribly wrong for Clemson, but just how bad could it get for them? So far, they've lost to Georgia and at NC State. Those aren't terrible losses. Although the loss to NC State on the road, that was a significant upset. What is the problem at Clemson? It's definitely 100% the offense. They only averaged 21.8 points per game. That's 105th in the nation. Guys, that's worse than my team, West Virginia, who averages 32.5 points per game. Let that sink in. They only allowed 12 points per game. That's 5th in the nation. So this is not on the defense at all. Quarterback DJ Uiagalelei, 63 for 112. That's only 56.3%. He's thrown for only 586 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. He's also carried the ball 36 times for 110 yards. That's 3.1 yards a carry and 2 touchdowns. Running game, not much better. Running back Will Shipley, 44 carries for 211 yards. That's 4.8 yards a carry and 5 touchdowns. This offense is extremely young. I will give them that, but they need to grow up really fast or things can get ugly at Clemson. Here's Clemson's remaining schedule. Next up, Boston College at home. That's not a gimme game. You expect Clemson to win this game because it is at home and they're used to beating Boston College. Boston College is a good team, guys. This is not a gimme win. After that, at Syracuse. We already know that Syracuse is capable of beating a good Clemson team in the Carrier Dome. So they could definitely beat Clemson this year in the Carrier Dome. And then the game after that, at Pitt. Pitt has beaten Clemson in Death Valley when Clemson had a good team. So it is definitely possible for a decent Pitt team to beat a down Clemson in the ketchup bottle. So right off the bat, 3 more possible losses. Yikes. After that, they get Florida State at home. 100% a win. At Louisville, 100% a win. UConn at home, 100% a win. A pretty good Wake Forest in Death Valley. That's not a gimme win either. Wake Forest is looking really good. Now, there's a lot of time between now and then. Things could change. Right now, that looks like a pretty interesting game. And then finally, to end the season, a rivalry game at South Carolina. Could the Gamecocks end the streak this year? If there's a year for them to do it, it's this year. I definitely think it's possible. South Carolina is not a terrible team, and Clemson is not elite right now. Clemson be staring down the barrel of a 7-5 season, losing to their rival South Carolina on the road. What a terrible season that would be. Clemson, you definitely better figure out the offense now, immediately. You don't have any more practice games. Otherwise, you could be looking at one of your worst seasons in a decade. Sure, you'd get to a bowl, but man, what a letdown year this would be. Could West Virginia be a better team than Clemson this year in 2021? And that would be crazy timing with West Virginia coming into the ACC relatively soon. Right when West Virginia comes in, they're on an upward trajectory under head coach Neil Brown. Clemson possibly on a downward trajectory. That would be an interesting collision right there. West Virginia could end up coming into the ACC and straight up owning it. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it could happen if this keeps up. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.